What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Crafting with Katherine. In today's video, we're going to be adding a circus into my world, but before we get into that, let's head into the art museum. Okay, so I think for today's artwork, I actually want to put it upstairs. I haven't added any artwork upstairs yet, and we have like literally so much space. So let's go ahead and put a painting frame right by this window. Then we can add the painting and we can size it up. This looks cute here. Okay, so this week we have artwork from Cutie Wolf, Dorika, Crystal, Lil Alvy, Jamie, Jen, Ada, Marshmallow, Peyton, Billy, Gabby, Peppers, and Elizabeth. I honestly can't get over how talented you guys are. Like, seriously, look at all of this amazing artwork. If any of you guys are new viewers and you would like to see your fan art featured in the art museum, then make sure to send it to my art email, which will be listed in the description box below. But yeah, so now that we've added some new artwork, let's go work on the circus. Alright guys, so right behind the sheep castle, we have the circus tent. Look how cool this is. I'm actually like very impressed with myself because this is literally the first time I've ever built a circus tent. And I just think this looks so cute. So let me just fly around this for you so you can appreciate all of these block placements that I had to do by hand, except for the walls. The walls I used my magic wand on because that was easy. But this stuff, these corners, those were difficult, but I did it. So right now, if you go inside, it's obviously empty and we need to get rid of this floor. It is gross and we must replace it. Also, there's a cow in here. Of course, there's literally always cows in my game. And while I was building this, I noticed, if you walk out this way, what the heck is happening? I don't understand why my world is plagued with cows. Anyway, let's go inside of my giant circus tent and let's just use my little destruction wand and get rid of this floor. I think I'm gonna be basic and just make the floor white just because it matches everything. So let's just extend this all the way to the other end of the tent. Oh wait, I didn't want to do that. Undo, get rid of this. Oh no, I messed it up. Sometimes the builder's wand is like a little troll and it just messes up your builds, but that's okay. There we go. The floor is now done. That actually looks really good. Okay, cool. Now out here, I want to make a little path that goes out this way because besides just like this giant tent, I want to have some little smaller tents on the side out here just for things like snacks and smaller attractions. There we go. That actually looks pretty cool. So there's 5 more tents in the front of the main circus tent, and I know this one is going to be the bathroom because it's larger than the others, but for these other ones, I want to have like a popcorn tent, a cotton candy tent, a gift shop tent, and it's like a ticket booth tent. I don't know which one's going to be which yet. We can figure that out later, but for now, let's just get into the speed build. Alright guys, so all of my cute little tents are done except for the pink one. I left this one not done on purpose because a lot of you guys have been asking me what the sizes of my builds are. Now this main circus tent behind me, I didn't exactly count that, so this is a bit hard for me to explain how I did this, but if you want, you can pause the screen right now and take a little screenshot to kind of replicate it in your world if you want to. But these smaller tents are pretty easy to build, so I figured I would just show you how I did them real quick. Okay, so I started off with a circle, so this is 5 blocks right here, and then it goes 1, 1, 5, 1, 1, 5, 1, 1, 5, all the way around to basically just make a circle. Then I went ahead and just made this 8 blocks tall, and it should look something like this. Now you guys can use whatever blocks and whatever colors you want for your tent, but for this one, we're gonna be using pink and white. And basically to get this little design around the side, all you're gonna do is alternate between pink and white blocks. Once that's done, you're gonna go in with the actual color of your tent and then fill in the spaces. Now the roof might look a little bit confusing, but it's really not. It's actually super easy. All you're gonna do is put a little placeholder block in one of the corners and then build up, and basically you're just going to outline the whole circle, but one block in, if that makes sense. Once you do the second layer, it should look something like this, and now just go ahead and fill up these little edges so that it's just a square. And now you're just gonna build up on this square 3 blocks tall. To give the top of this tent some more detail, just go ahead and add 1 block to the center. Then on each side of this main square, add 3 and then 1. And now we're just gonna knock off these 4 corners of the top, and this is basically your tent. If you want to, you can grab 2 walls to place them on top, and you can even make a cute little flag. Now that that's done, all you have to do is decide which side of the tent you want your entrance on. Now I'm gonna want mine right here, so I'm just gonna break open a 3x3 square and then 1 on top. And that's it. Hopefully that was kind of helpful to some of you guys. I think these tents are pretty easy to build, so if you do build them, then make sure to send me a screenshot. But now that all of the smaller tents are done, I'm just gonna go ahead and replace the floors on the inside, and I'm gonna connect each tent to the main path. Guys, look how cool this looks! All the little paths are connected to the tents now, and everything just looks so good. But now that all of this building is done, that means we can finally start decorating and we can add in some cool animals. So I decided that because this tent is pink, this can be the cotton candy tent, and then across from it we can have the popcorn tent. Then the green tent can be the gift shop, the purple one can be where you buy tickets, and of course the smaller red one is for the bathrooms. Alright, so let's just start with the bathrooms, and of course we need to add a water dispenser outside, and now let's go inside and let's just divide this space so that we can have at least 2 stalls. So let's add some toilets and some toilet paper. Then we can just go ahead and add some doors. In the front we can add some garbage cans, and then over here we can add some sinks. Now all we need to do is make this the boys' room and this the girls' room. And now the bathrooms are done. Now for the gift shop tent, I want to put like a little counter somewhere around here with a register in the middle. And then I'm going to add some shelves on both sides of the room. Maybe we can add a cute rug to the middle of the shop. And now we can just fill up the shelves with toys. So over here we can sell some creepy Jack-in-the-Boxes. Then above there we can sell some little sheepy plushes. On this side we can have some tiger plushies, and above it we can have some elephants. And then in the back we can have some bears and some playing cards. Now we can just add some balloons on either side of the register, and I think the gift shop is done. This actually looks so cute, but these Jack-in-the-Boxes are like low-key really creepy. You know what this place is missing though? A bunch of fairy lights. Haha, now that looks way better. Now for the ticket tent, let's go ahead and add a counter right in the middle. Then we can add 2 registers, and I want to use these glass panes to kind of make lines. So this can be a line over here, and this can be a line over here for people to wait in to get their tickets. Now behind the counter, we can just add a bunch of item frames. And in the item frames, because I don't have like actual tickets, I'm just gonna use this piece of paper that I found, and we can pretend that it's a ticket. So let's just add the paper to all the item frames. And then we can just add some fairy lights. And maybe we can also add some more balloons. Okay, now we're kind of gonna do the same thing for the cotton candy tent and the popcorn tent. So let's go ahead and put a counter right in the middle. Then we can add some registers. We can put some item frames on the back wall with some cotton candy, of course, and some drinks. Then we can use these glass panes to divide the lineup, and we can add some more balloons. Now that the cotton candy tent is done, the last one that we have to do is the popcorn tent. We'll have item frames on the back wall filled with popcorn and drinks. Then we'll just divide the lineup a little bit with some glass panes. We can add some balloons, and of course the fairy lights. These all look so cute, and now that all of these are done and decorated, we can work on the main circus tent. Wait, I totally forgot that I have a lion plushie. we have to go back into the gift store and put this in here to sell. So let me grab another shelf and we'll put it right up here. And then we can add the lions. They look so cute. I can't believe I almost forgot that I had those. They're literally so cute. But before we go into the main tent, I actually want to go around and add some of these little waste bins outside, just so that people have a place to throw out their trash. So because the inside of my circus tent is pretty large, we can almost have like 3 sections of things happening. But before we get into that, I want to go around and add some seating. So I'm literally just gonna go around the entire tent and add some chairs like this. Okay, well, all the seating is done now, and now when people want to come sit down to watch the show, they just gotta click on the little stair and they can sit and watch. But currently, there is nothing to watch, so let's change that. Now, as you can see, there's like 3 main supports that are holding up the tent, and on each one, I want to build a little platform for tight wire acts. So I'm just gonna go ahead and build a little platform like this on all 3 of them, and then I'm gonna pretend that these end rods are the wire. So there we go. Now we have the wires up for the people to walk across. And obviously they're gonna need a way to get up there, so let's go ahead and add some ladders. Ooh, guys, you know what we can do? We can add an extra little platform sticking out right here. And then we can add some swings for a trapeze act. That looks perfect. Okay, now we definitely need to have those little stands that the elephants stand on. So what if we decorated this little platform like this? That looks pretty cute. And maybe we can put another one over here as well. All right, so now we have 2 stands for elephants. Ooh, you know what else we need? We need to make a ring of fire for animals to jump through. And you know what? Putting it right here is actually kind of cool because the people that are doing the tight wire walks and the trapeze swings have to go over the fire. Okay, so we're gonna have a ring of fire on this end. So maybe over here, we can have some kind of trampoline act and like the chair balancing act. So let's go ahead and add a giant trampoline over here. The chairs stacked up like this looks so cool. Whoever can balance on these is very impressive. And then over here we have the trampoline. Look at this. It actually works, which is so cool. I was also thinking that maybe on the end we can have somebody that's like juggling torches. So I'm just gonna put a bunch of torches on the floor like this. Now let's just go over here to add some fire to this ring. And now I think it's time to spawn in some animals. So in the middle, we can have a lion. I really wish that it would stay over there though. Excuse me, sir, could you please go back? Wait a minute, I have an idea. I'm gonna use barrier blocks. Okay, so now we should be able to spawn in a lion without it going anywhere. There we go, that's perfect. Now over on this side, we can add a tiger. And then on these stands, we can add some elephants. Oh my gosh, they look so cute. Now let's just go ahead and feed the elephants. I also want to put some food in these barrels for them so that they don't get hungry. And I also want to spawn in some wolves, so let's just go ahead and tame them and let them sit. Let's go ahead and add some more balloons. And now I think the inside of this main circus tent is done. Now all of this stuff is pretty great, but we're kind of missing some people. So I went into my community section the other day and I asked you guys to leave your usernames for me so I can add you into my build. So we can have XNookieX walk the tightrope over here. Then we can have Peachy Smoothie walk this tightrope. Down in the audience we can have Lucky's Charm, Pop Tart, Platinum Wolf 10, Crystal Ethan Cats, Latchy123P, Levy Lori, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, Cameron Bear, Phoenix Moon, and Sparkle God. So our little trampoline girl is Wait for Dawn, and we can have Abby Plays for Fun balancing on the chairs. We can put Lumos Wolf over by the cotton candy tent. We can have Mixie by the popcorn tent. This outfit is so cute, by the way. Girl, I love your shoes. Then over by the ticket tent, we can have Lemon Drop, and then Simcax can be by the gift shop tent. Alright guys, well I think that's pretty much it for this build, so now let's go on a little tour. So as you guys already know, this is what the area looks like. I think it looks so cute. At the end over here, we have some bathrooms. Then we have the little tent where you can buy your tickets. Over here, we have the gift shop tent with a ton of cute plushies and things to buy. Then over here, we have the cotton candy tent, the popcorn tent. Then of course, we have the main attraction, which is the giant circus tent. There's people walking around. Hello. But when you walk into the main tent, this is what you see. We have lions and tigers, elephants and wolves. We have a ring of fire, trapeze, tight wire acts. We've got people on the trampoline and the chair balancing act. I forgot to make somebody the juggler. Wait a minute. Okay, so let's make the juggler Elfie Faye. Oh, somebody walked into the act. Girl, what you doing over here? Get back into the audience. Oh, she went over here. Are they talking to each other? Maybe she wants to be a fire juggler too. I don't know. Alright guys, well that's pretty much it for my circus. If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!